Okay, so let's try the next coding exercise. So open the leetcode.com and go to the problems tab. And in the search question number 88, hit enter. So there is a question, merge sorted array, and it is an easy question. So click on it. So let's try to read the question. So you are given two integer array. So num1 and num2, because we need to merge sorted arrays. So merge means like there should be two things. So that's why the two arrays are given, merge one and merge. Sorry, num1 and num2. So two arrays are given. And these two arrays are already sorted in the non-decreasing order. Non-decreasing means these are in the increasing order. Example, so this is the num1 array and this is the num2 array. So num1 array already in the increasing order, 1, 2, 3. Num2 array already in the increasing order, 2, 5, 6. Just don't confuse with 0, 0, 0. I will tell you. And there are two integers m and n representing the number of elements. So m and n are also given, right? So m says how many elements in the first array, n says how many elements in the second array. So n says 3, so we have 3. M says 3, but we have 6. Then why they said like m is equal to 3? So 3 means like number of elements are 3, rest they just put blank. Okay, merge. So we need to merge both these two array. But the thing is, they said the final sorted array should not be returned by the function. They said, like, but instead to store inside the array number. What they like expecting is when we merge these two array now, we should not create the new array. Like generally what we did is if the question is just to merge two arrays, so num1, num2, what we can do is we can start comparing each an element and we can start putting in the resultant array. They said don't use some extra space of like some resultant array. You need to store the element in the num1 itself. So that's why for the num1 they already give the length same as m plus n, because if one array has three elements, second array has three elements. So if we merge the both the array should have the six elements. So that's why in the first instance they give the length of the space of 6, and in the rest 3 they give the 0, so that when you are going to put, so you can easily put, but the resultant array should be sorted. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. So let's try to first see how we can like approach this problem. So we have two arrays given. So just focus on this part. We have two array, 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 6. So num1 has three element, 1, 2, 3. Num2 has also three element, 2, 5, 6. All right, so m is equal to 3, n is equal to 3. M means like three element, n is equal to three element. But why the array is a six element? I told you, because we need to merge and we need to merge within the num1. We need to merge within the num1. So that's why already they give the the length for m plus n, like because there are 3 plus 3 6. So because if you are going to create the new element, new array, so there should be six elements. So 3 plus 3 6. So that's why in the first instance they give the num1 arrays are of like length 6. Even if you want to confirm, you can just do print length of nums1, and you can do print length of nums2. And if you run it, and along with that you can print m, along with that you can print n, run it. So you could see the length of the num1 is 6, the length of the num2 is 3, but the element has 3 and 3. All right, so don't get confused with the m or n, because you said okay m is equal to 3, but why they give the length 6? Why they give? Because they want us to store the resultant array within the number. So the result should contain six characters, six integers, 3 plus 3, 6. So that's why in the first instance, they make our work easy. Okay. So how we are going to solve the question? So generally, like whenever the two array is given, now, so we take two pointers. So one pointer we can put here generally, and one pointer we can put here. Let's suppose I we can put here, and j we can put here, and we can start comparing. Okay, we will compare 1 and 2. Okay, 1 is smaller, then we are going to increment like I, then we are going to compare 2. Okay, 2 is okay, then we are going to put I here, then we are going to compare. But if you if you like do like this, then we will get stuck somewhere. As an example, so if I took two array, 3, 4, 5, 0, 0, 0, and there are some other array, 1, 2, and 3. Uh, Let me do that. 1, 2, 3. So let's suppose you put you first you are going to compare 3 with 1. So you said okay, 1 is smaller, then you will put 1 here, 4 here, 5 here, 0, 0, 0. And what you will do, you will put 3 here, 2 here, 3 here, right? Then you are already moved to the second element, 4. Now you will come, and the j is still here, 3. And now if you compare 4 with 3, then you will put 1 here, 3 here, 5 here, 0, 0, 0, and you will put 4 here, 2 here, 3 here, right? Now you will compare 4 with 5. So you will put 1 here, 3 here, 4 here, then 0, then 0, 0, then you will put 5 here, 2 here, 3 here. Alright. Then now you are going to compare how you are going to compare 0, then 0 again smaller. So if you comparing from the start now, then like it's very difficult to solve the problem. So by just simply comparing, you can't do that. Alright. So other approach is okay, let's compare from the end, because we know these already in the like sorted, both arrays are sorted, so we can start comparing from the end, because there are two approaches only. Like we know when there are two arrays are given, so we will check, we will like need two pointers, one is I pointer, one is j pointer. Okay, first approach is we will put I here and j here. We can start solving our question, and we will see okay whether we are able to solve or not, and we see we are not able to solve. Then we can okay, we will, because we know definitely we need two arrays. Okay, then what we can do is either we can put first here in the both the I and j here, but by putting I and j here we are not able to solve. Okay, then let's try to some modify our approach. Then what we can do, we can put I and j here at the last. So if you put I and j here, so I means I is equal to 2. 2 means like because there are three elements, so 0, 1, 2. So I will be m minus 1 and j will be n minus 1. Then what we can do is we will start comparing 3 and 6. Okay, 6 is greater. If 6 is greater, if because both arrays are sorted, if 6 is greater than 3, it means 6 is greater than from 1 and 2 as well, and 6 is greater than 2 and 5 as well, because 3 is the largest element from this array and 6 is the largest element from this array. If last element is greater, if out of 3 and 6, if 6 is greater, so it means 6 should come at the last. 6 should come at the last of the resultant array. So as soon as first we put 3 here and I here and j here, I here and j here, then what we are going to compare, we compare 3 with 6, then we found 6 is greater. Then what we can do is we will copy 6 here, because we need resultant array in num1, so we need to place our elements in num1, but where we need to place, and we found the place because 6 is the greater, then we will place at this position. Now what is this position? So we need some element, so we will take third value I, j, and k. K is 5. How we are going to calculate 5? So 3 plus 3 6, 6 minus 1 5, because there are 6 elements and the index start from the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so k is 5. Then what we are going to do, we are going to put 6 here. As soon as we are going to put 6 here, it means this element is done. Then we are going to reduce j. Then we are going to reduce j, but I will be on the same position, and we are also going to reduce k as well, because this position is already filled. So I is still at 2, k has been reduced to 4, j also reduced to this position. Okay, now the loop will run again. So now we are going to compare 3 with 5. So which one is small, which one is bigger? So 5 is bigger. Then we are going to put 5 here. So we are going to put 5 here. So as soon as we put 5 here, we are going to reduce j. I I will remain same. I will be remain same. So I is equal to a 2 and k is equal to going to decrease. So k will become here. Then so I is still here. So basically I is still here. So I should put like one more like a box. Then what we are going to do is we are going to compare 3 and 2. So as soon as we compare 3 and 2, so 3 is bigger. So when we compare 3 and 2, so we said 3 is bigger. So now we will move 3 here. So whoever is bigger, we will move that person at the position of k. Then we will move 3 here. And then if we move the element from the num1, then we are going to decrease I and we will keep j same. So the same way we are going to approach in our code. So let's try. Let's try. So what we need three pointer I, j. So two pointer definitely, one for this array, one pointer to scan this array, one pointer to scan this array. So we need two pointer. Okay, let's try. So we need I, and what should be the value of I? Because we see we can't start from the start, because if we do start from the start, then it's very tough to solve the question. Then what we can do, we can start from the end, comparing. So comparing should be like I should be m minus 1 and j should be n minus 1. All right, so we will put I here and j here, which is fine. And we need third pointer as well, which is m plus n minus 1. So m plus n minus 1. Then we have to run the loop. So this I is getting decremented, this j is getting decremented. So till what point we need to run the loop? Till I is greater than equal to 0 and j is greater than equal to 0. So we have to run a while loop while I is greater than equal to 0 and j is greater than equal to 0. Okay. So this loop will run till like it's go out of the array. So because we are decreasing, so we will loop till zeroth index. Okay. So first we are here. So one second. So first we are on this element and we are on this element. Now we have to compare. So how to compare? Nums1 of I, if nums1 of I is less than nums nums2, less than nums2 of j, if it is smaller, so nums1 is smaller, it means nums2 is greater. Then what we have to do, we have to put nums2 element at at this fifth position. Then we have to update, we have to up, but k is 5 here, right? K is 5. So within the num1 array we need to update, but which element we need to update? The element from the nums2. So as soon as we put, we are going to decrement j. So j is equal to j minus 1. Okay. So now j is here. Then we are going to again compare. Then j is here. Otherwise, if num1 is greater, so in this case, if we compare 3 and 2, if we compare 3 and 2, right? So in this case, what element should come? What element should come? So 3 should move. So if else, if it is not greater, if it is not smaller, then else. So in case of else, we need to move this element. We need to move nums1 element. So nums1 of k is equal to nums1 of I. So we need to place the ith element of nums1 within the kth index. Along with that, we will going to decrement the I, and we have to decrement k every time. So here as well, k is equal to k minus 1, and here as well, k is equal to k minus 1. So this is the duplication of the code. So we will write just one time. So remove from here. So we will write only one times. Okay. But what will happen if both the arrays are same? So if both the arrays are same, if both the arrays are same, then we are going to move the gth one. So that's why we will put here equal to as well. Okay. So that's it. Now, like both array will be get sorted. But what if? So this is for the compare and compare both the arrays from end and merge. into nums1. Okay, but it is not sure, like in this case num1 has three elements, num2 has three elements, so both has the three, but there is not sure, like because num2 could be of like more length, num1 could be of more length, right? So there are more element in the num1, there could be more element in the num2. So let's suppose if after comparison there are some elements left into the num2, then what we can do is wherever the pointer, so let's suppose that after every comparison uh, only one element left, then whatever the element, or maybe five six element left, so whatever the element going to left, we are going to just put into the num1. So while j is greater than equal to 0, let's suppose j is not equal to 0, because let's suppose there are so many elements. So let's suppose there are so many elements, one element, one more element. So after all though there were so many elements, we only put some. So still j is here. Let's suppose, just assuming still j is here, then we have to put all the elements, still all the elements in the number. So we need to empty basically j. So where we need to put? We need to put in the nums1, but at which position? We need to position at the k, whatever the kth index. Which element we need to put? From the nums2, which is at the jth index. And we will decrement the j. Also, we are going to decrement the k. So let's try to submit. And we don't need to return anything. There's in the question it is mentioned the final sorted array should not return by the function. So that's why the return type is none here. So let's try to submit it. So our sample case has been accepted. So let's try to submit. So our solution has been accepted. All right. So all the test case has been part. So like this is the, you can say, easy category question. A little just trick. If the question says just you need to merge two array and you can use the extra space, then it is very easy question. All right. And let's suppose the both the array are of like some length. It should not contain 0 0 0. Then it's very easy question. You can even start from the starting point as well, and you can store into the some third array. But when they said you should not return any array, you should not store in some resultant array. You have to update the num1 array. Then we first try with the starting element, but as soon as we start from the starting element, we see like the merging is like getting failed. Like we are not merged in a proper way. So the second approach is okay. Let's start from the end. Let's start from the end. Then as soon as we start from the end, we see okay, as we could see 3 and 6, 3 and 6. So 6 is greater, so 6 should come here. So we are placing, so 6 should come here. So we need three pointers, one pointer for I, one pointer for j, and one pointer where we are going to place the element. So the same thing we did here. We take three pointer, one pointer, two pointer, I and j, just to track the array, k pointer where we need to place. So that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you.